Oh. Whoa, 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 he banned me. Around the end of July, two of my friends decided to join a Minecraft SMP that was made for small YouTubers. This SMP was run by True Games and admin DTFG. These two at the time I didn't know, and I would later figure out that they would be corrupt. When I joined, I read every single rule that was listed in the Discord, but still was able to find a loophole. I was able to get Elytra before the end fight was open. The way I did this was in the wording of his message. We won't be fighting it for a while. The end isn't closed, but if somebody fights it before we choose a time, they'll be removed. And the reason I was able to get this is through his wording. The end isn't closed, meaning that as long as we don't fight the Ender Dragon, we will be able to enter the end and grab the Elytras from the end cities without killing them. You may be wondering how we're going to do this, so let me draw it out for you. First, we got me and my friend, right? Just draw two people. We're going to go through the end, right? This is the portal. I'm just going to draw a little box around it because I'm the best drawer in the world. I know. So in the portal, we're going to go to the end. Let me draw a dragon real quick. We're not going to fight this dragon. Instead, we're going to build a flying machine made out of 4 honey blocks, a piston, and an observer on each side. And since he made the wording of as long as we don't fight the Ender Dragon, we won't get removed. Now, you may be wondering, how will I get this stuff back after getting to the end cities? Now, if we go into the inventory right now, and we search up an Ender chest, the main fundamental of an Ender chest is if we throw something in here, and that will stay there for my personal inventory. When we place another one and open it. While for my plan, we could always bring in an ender chest, but with the generation of this room in an end city, Minecraft already generates us the requirements of a ender chest, and if needed, we can kill one of these shulkers, fill their shells, and create and get our shulker box with the use of this chest. Then we throw all of our stuff in with the elytra that we get from the boat and throw that into the ender chest, leaving no trace behind. Once we get all of our stuff into the ender chest, we can jump into the void with nothing in our inventory and leave no trace behind that we were even there. Before actually doing our plan, we have to get 4 main things. The first thing that we need for our mission is food. And as you can see, we are not doing the best right now. So let's go build a food farm. This hoglin farm is by Cruxa and produces 12,000 cooked pork chops an hour. I will link this video in the description along with every other farm that has been made in this video. After AFKing for a couple minutes, let's see how much we made. Hopefully I don't die. Okay. Very loud. This isn't bad. Definitely have enough if there's AFK for a little bit longer. Now that we got our food source sorted out, let's go to the next farm. My replay file for this farm was corrupted and didn't want to work, but this creeper farm is by Braincraft and generates 2,300 gunpowder an hour. Let's see how much gunpowder this gunpowder farm made after 5 minutes. Go down, don't die again. Okay. We head down here to our little bunker. Stacking 27. While it's not the most efficient right now, it will do until we create a bigger one and have shulker boxes and elytras to fly around. With the addition of the gunpowder farm, we no longer need gunpowder, so now we'll move on to the next item. The next farm that we needed to make was a sugarcane farm. Although we already have one that seems to work at an okay rate. We don't need that much right now, but we will definitely upgrade it later. Now that we have stuff to make paper, we only need one more item until we're done getting all the resources and we can start working on the plan. The final thing we need for the plan are ender pearls, because as you can see in our mob drop, we only have one, and we need ender pearls to make eyes of ender, and we already have the blaze rods to make the blaze powder. So now we just have to go to the nether and kill endermen to get the ender pearls. Now we're in a forest biome, and all we gotta do is look for endermen and kill them. Now that we got all the ender pearls we need, we'll head back to the overworld and craft our eyes of ender. Oh, are you gonna drown me? Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. You wanna do the last one? Here, I'm gonna actually place water here so we don't die if possible. Oh, I gotta get ready with the flying
Do you
machine.
not have another thing?
Here, you wanna do it?
Sure.
No, I'm doing it. Oh, he just heard that. He's gonna say something.
Busy.
The dragon?
No, they would have got the.
No, I heard the dragon.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, how do we go in spectator mode? No, they're there. They're still right there.
Then why did I hear the dragon? Like legit?
I think you're tripping, bro. I
No,
think you're high.
I'm
Because
recording.
they're right there.
I'll send it after. I literally heard it. Yep, there we go.
Oh, slash kick.
So.
Oh, my entire game's frozen.
Your game's frozen? Oh. Whoa, 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 he banned me, he banned me. As you can see, both me and my friend ended up getting banned from the server, even though we didn't do anything wrong. They said the reason why we got banned was because we broke the rules, even though you can clearly see on the rules page that they said that you can go to the end without defeating the ender dragon, which was what we did. I ended up getting back in the server by cashing in a favor that I got for trading a music disc to another creator called Cray. His YouTube name is also called Foolings, which I'll link his channel in the description of the video. Once Cray both helped me and my teammate, we ended up getting back into the server and ended up returning to the overworld after being in the end. Once I returned, I ended up seeing one of the admins invisible going through our chests. The admin that was in our base said that the reason why he was looking through our chests is because we are tripwire hook duping. I've done this in the past in my own worlds, but those versions were 1.21.11, and to my knowledge, you cannot tripwire hook in 26.2, which made me even more confused of why he was there. We ended up talking in a conversation for about 5 minutes, which ended up getting me banned. I'll link the full unedited footage of this confrontation in the description, but I'll basically go over the brief and most important parts. Since the whole server was about making content, I decided to use one form of duplication. The duper that I made was a rail duper. This duper duplicates rails to help me create content for the server, which is what the server owners wanted. The reason why this matters is because I feel like a rail duper wouldn't be that big of an issue. But clearly the admin thought it was an issue of itself. I thought it wasn't a big issue because I thought it wouldn't hurt the economy of the server and it would just help me out with the videos. He thought otherwise and said that I, for some reason, could sell these to other players and make profit off of it, when I had no intention of doing that at all. And I think that if people really wanted rails, they could either craft it themselves or even build this rail duper that wouldn't hurt anything at all. After this, I decided to mock him because I had no idea what he was saying at a certain point in time. He later on decided to say that it was racist because I decided to mock his accent, even though you can't mock a person without recreating what they sound like. And I wasn't intentionally mocking his accent, but I was intentionally mocking him as a person. There's two things that came after this, which one caused me mocking him, and the second one I assume was a retaliation of me mocking him. First one being a stutter, which he said he didn't realize I had, which is kind of hard to catch in a 5-minute conversation. After the conversation, he ended up saying that he didn't believe I had a stutter. The second part was him making fun of that I am American. Because he called me a bore, which I had no idea what it meant because that is not common vocabulary in America, I said I don't understand this because I'm American. He then proceeded to say that since I was American, I had 3 chins and kept singing a song about it and mocking me about it. After being banned, both me and my teammate ended up trying to get us back into the server if we could. We ended up deciding that we weren't going to be able to get back in the server because I was supposedly banned on either being banned for duping, which I feel like is not that big of a deal in this aspect of Rails, or because I was racist, which I don't know how I was racist in that conversation. As well as I wasn't able to talk to him privately in a Discord message because we weren't added, so we had to talk through another server owner who didn't block me like the last time. Lastly, he proceeded in his video to look through my Discord and point out Discord messages between me and my grade school friends. This Discord group chat had nothing to do with the name and was just a group chat between me and my friends that was made around 2022. I feel like this could have easily been avoided because during halfway through the conversation, he decided to try and leave and I said, have fun with your server. He then proceeded to run back just to continue the argument and instigate even more, saying that I was about to cry. I think that we both could be put at fault, but I feel like in my opinion, he was the one who would be put most at fault. Especially since at the very end, when I got banned, he said the reason why I got banned was because of arguing back to him and having a conversation, which I feel like is pretty corrupt in my opinion. That was my experience on the SMP with corrupt admins, and as of August 5th, I have not been unbanned when the incident happened on July 30th.